I'm currently deep in the process of fixing up an $800 manual Volvo V70 that I bought sight unseen off of Facebook Marketplace. I've always loved the design of this car. It's a 5-cylinder, it's a wagon, and the fact that it came in a manual just meant that it was worth saving to me. I really wanted the simplest version of this car that I could find, and that's what this is with a manual transmission and naturally aspirated 5-cylinder. I'm doing this project to hopefully have a perfect, reliable daily driver that I can take on photography road trips. In order to do that though, I'm replacing the engine, and in the last episode, we pulled the old 5-cylinder engine out of this car. Good morning, I'm outside of the shop where I bought my replacement engine from. I just paid for it. Behind me there is just a nice little bed where hopefully they can load up this engine. So let's see how this goes. I've never done this before. This place is huge. Brand new engine is loaded up in the back. As you saw, it was actually easier than I was expecting. They just threw it in with a forklift and I strapped it down to the truck bed, so hopefully it doesn't fly off. I paid $600 for this used engine with only 90,000 miles on it, which I think is a pretty good deal. And I certainly think it'll be a lot more cost effective than trying to do a full rebuild. Annoyingly, the first thing I wanted to do when I picked up this engine was remove the torque converter because I definitely won't be needing it. And what I found was a very stripped out bolt. Here's what a normal one of these bolts looks like. It's a T50 bit. I have one right here. And it's that easy. I don't know why they couldn't do that wherever they pulled this motor. I'm still dealing with that stripped one. After driving pretty far to go pick up this engine and the first bolt that I went to touch being completely stripped out, I was a little bit bummed out. But there's no problem that a Harbor Freight angle grinder can't fix, and I decided to try and completely just cut this bolt out.
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a lovely day here at Verb Works. Filming. Got this stupid thing off that, finally. So, yeah. Hector's here with his TSX. Check this thing out. The best part.
It's not gonna shoot it anywhere.
This guy forgot to open the valve.
Dude, don't stop. I'm just showing you how not to do this. Make sure this is open.
Enough shenanigans, it's time to get back to this beautiful 5-cylinder engine that needs a lot of work before it can go back into the wagon. It's been a few days now since you've seen me actually wheel this thing in here. I've had some time to look over it, clean it a little bit, and let me show you what I've found. The timing belt looks like it's been done very recently. The belt looks brand new. Everything looks super clean in here. And even the water pump right here is looking nice. The camshaft seal back there looks nice and fresh. I'm assuming it was done when the timing belt was done. The PCV system on this car is right down here. I'll probably be replacing this while the engine is out of the car because this one looks old and they tend to go bad. So these cars come with a dual mass flywheel, and when it comes to the surface on this one, might be hard to see, but it really doesn't look very good. Nobody wants to resurface these, so I'm gonna have to come up with a solution, maybe convert it to single mass, or I'm not sure yet. Oh my God, that's tight. Holy shit. This is crazy. This is so stuck on there. This is probably a bad idea, but let's see if the Milwaukee will do it. What in the world? Why was that so difficult? There's a couple things I gotta do before I actually can bolt any new parts up to this thing. Gotta remove the old thermostat, gotta remove the intake manifold so I can get to the PCV. There's a sensor that I broke while I was taking the transmission off, so I gotta remove that. Couple small things, but it'll be nice while I'm in here to replace a bunch of gaskets and things like that so that the engine is nice and fresh when it goes back in the car. The PCV system on this car is this black box that you see me removing here. It's a common failure point on these 5-cylinder Volvo engines, and when it gets clogged up, it allows the crankcase to pressurize and oil basically pushes out of every seal in this engine. Hopefully replacing these things now while the access is so easy will keep this car on the road for years to come. This engine has an oil cooler that's attached to the side of the sump, and just as preventative maintenance for the future, I want to replace this. It's not totally necessary, but I think it'll be good peace of mind while the access is this easy. Oh shit, what? I should have known that was gonna happen. In the next video, we are putting this engine back into the wagon and starting it for the very first time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the support on the channel thus far. I really look forward to sharing more of these videos with you, and I'll see you very soon with the next episode.